Missed an opportunity to address my fellow Nigerians on the issue of the Lokoja court case that came up, that the status quo, they are afraid of Obi. And I saw they're trying to tie him down in all these court cases. At first, don't get me wrong, Aisha did took on Sharaki that he was supposed to be defending Obi and he was pushing for him as I am more qualified to do anything here. I'm qualified and stuff like that. But we have seen him now in another fashion where after his party was sent into an oblivion on status quo antebellum, then he's swinging to power and we have seen the productivity. If you are, this is the time for you to go and vote. This is the time for you to go and register. This is the time for you to ask deep question about the structure of our democracy. I hate to use that word, our democracy, because I believe that this, what we are practicing, is a demonstration of craziness. But believe me or not, I am only calling you guys to go and vote, to go and register, to get ready to man the police station. And what really bothered me is that in the United States of America, the last day of voting, Kamala Harris was found in one of the Midwestern states in a house conversing with a house owner asking for their vote. The way the Nigerian political atmosphere is coming across, it looks like voter mobilization is not at the grassroots. It looks like it's coming from an area where you don't think it's going to come from, and it's coming from the religious narratives. It's coming from the media narratives. It's coming from the traditional rulers. And barely are you seeing what you call a door-to-door step, which I would have loved to get involved in. If I am wrong, send me a text message. If I'm wrong, try and give me some like, some comments, some subscription, and some certain things like an email, like a text message that will say, hey, give somebody that you are not on the right move. And I'm also at the same time asking organically that you guys should step forward because you owe it to yourself to know the kind of book that I wrote. I wrote 2 books, and one of them is Guide to Goddess. It's a Dream Beyond Border, turning vision into reality by Ogisoba Idada. Then I also wrote another one called Guide to Goddess by Ogisoba Idada. It's on Amazon. Both of them are on seller. And I want to, at this point, give you the seller line, the link. You're going to have to put what you call seller.com/61M5J M5Q 571S0. That's that one is for the Guide to Goddess. Then the second one is going to be 033512713. That is the Dream Beyond Reality. Then I did put one other clip in there to give you a sneak peek into Guide to Goddess, which is already available in in the, what do you call them, in the Amazon by Okisoba Idada. At this point in time, I am getting a little bit frustrated with the space that the YouTube should have taken since I got back from the United States. It's not as the way I thought it was going to be. And what I'm finding out is that there was some more things that I need to do that I personally am not equipped to be able to do it. And I made a decision at the very beginning of my return to turn away those people who were trying to drown me with money. And when I told them I rejected money, right, left, and yonder, because I felt very strongly that it is not the it was going to be a trap, because before I left Nigeria, people saw me walking on water. When I got to America, the Americans saw me walking on water. I'm back to Nigeria, and people felt a little bit like we thought you would come back from the United States flying like an eagle. But when and what you're telling us is that you did not do the needful thing that everybody was doing there. You were doing the opposite of what everybody was doing here because you were patriotic to Nigeria. Now that you are back into the system, we are worried that the system here needs a lot of money. But instead of me to dial into it, I rejected money on a very wide range. I spent a lot of the time to double down on my hard work, which I have now successfully put in a year and a half into the hard work, and I'm now positioned to go to the next level. So the point I'm making here now is that I want to be able to say that the people who are buying my book, the people who are viewing my channel on YouTube are not my friends, are not my family, are not my neighbor. They are people who connect with me heart to heart. And that's the point I've been trying to prove. Because that's what business owners say. Like, for example, Elon Musk boastfully say that the mother buys her car from the lot. I mean, remember that Warren Buffett's daughter needed money for the renovation of her kitchen and asked Dad, may I have some money? Dad told him, go to the bank. So I am from the family of a relative here in Benin, and I've learned that there are what you call billions and billions of money coming out when I'm watching it carefully, in which I was given a house, and a house that is worth a 6-bedroom house with a boys' quarter and everything on it. But when it comes to the actual currency changing hands, it was organic. It wasn't, nothing was going to change. And I kind of like say, I'm going to have to live with that. So let me start by saying I need to be able to establish a business. And I think that I'll be able to release what you call a venture capital dossier on what you call a debenture. A debenture, which is what you call a convertible debenture. And I'm going to release it because what I need to do right now is to start the actual journey for this project. And a lot of people are going to buy into what I'm selling and spend time with me. What is the call to action? One, go and vote, go and register, get ready to do what you call the needful things where you're going to be happy to man the booth. Go help what you call a voter registration campaign. Talk to your neighbor, talk to everybody, ask for their vote before the day of voting. It's not set up the way I thought it would have been set up, where I would have been able to go from door to door to door to door to door to door. My name is Okesoba Idada. I enjoy talking to you guys. Bye-bye.